And welcome everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, or good whatever time it is you're watching this from. Welcome to round 5 on the 2021 Formula E Offline Championship, part of the GP4 OC. If you know who I am, great. If you don't know who I am, I'm your commentator for the day, Robert Ionescu. And given that I am a championship contender in this series, I'll try not to be too biased towards myself. Nevertheless, I am joined by our Yuri. I said hello.
You lagged completely there.
Uh, I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry about
thought
that.
we lost you for a second. But yeah, I have been dragged violently out of my cave to into the commentary box because nobody else was available. So hello everybody.
Yep. We're right here at Portimao, of course, which played host already to a race in F2 and in F1 this season. So we had some experience on this track, and Formula E should be quite entertaining here. Let's see what's gonna happen. This track, of course, Joseph Willis took that amazing victory in the McLaren uh, a few weeks ago. Well, who's gonna take pole today? Only the qualifying today, not the race. The race will be tomorrow, and I won't be here for the race, but I'm here right now for quali. So let's get it going.
Yep, as we have already begun the session, the clock is running already. The first cars are coming into the track very soon.
Yep, indeed. Let's see who's gonna take pole this time. If you missed Miami, it was one heck of an event. And in qualifying, it was Robert Ionescu, that being myself, but let us slide, who took pole position. The race was a whole different kind of worms, with loads of crashes and failures. And in the end, his teammate Santino Andreoli took victory for Audi.
Um, I don't think I did remember that, so.
Nevertheless, we have a car going out on track. It's Mohamed Razin in a Porsche.
Yep, in terms of his season, I think I could actually take up the... Wait, because I'm hosting, I don't know where I could take the Wikia, so... Out of my memory, I don't remember much of anything from his season, which probably tells that it's not been that great so far. But yeah,
Well,
let's see what he
so
can do.
far, Razin, how many points has he picked up? A grand total of 0. His best finish was P11 at Atlanta.
So yeah, maybe better luck this time around. Of course, he's driving a Group 2 car, which is in the midfield and should be contending for points occasionally, well, most of the times, and an occasional podium could be expected as well. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, well, anything can happen in this series, of course.
yeah, absolutely.
Portimao is one hell of a circuit here, the Autodromo Internacional del Algarve. It has so many elevation changes it can make you sick if you're not careful. And it's a very high downforce track. May have a very long straight, which is about to begin right now, but you need all the grip you can for those fast flowing corners. And here goes Razin beginning his lap.
Yep, as he has
The
just
main
begun.
overtaking opportunity, of course, the run towards Primera. You're gonna have to brake and downshift, but then get back on the throttle immediately once you get it turned in, and take as much curb as you dare on exit. Just don't go too far off track limits. Just brake in towards turn 3 of Lagos, clip that apex nicely, and get on traction immediately. Carry it on. Try to keep it as smooth as possible through the uphill section of 4, and now down the hill towards Torrevip, a difficult braking zone since it's downhill. You need to nail it if you want a good lap time. And then don't waste too much time on exit. Don't take too much curb, but do take some for good measure. As you now go up the hill, through the blind left, which isn't too difficult, and now for the downhill right, a double right-hander of Samsung. The apex here is very critical. You need to be careful with the traction. If you lose the back end here, you'll lose so much time down this long, amazing run into Craig Jones like a roller coaster. It feels. As now down the hill we go through the right at Portimao. Avoid that apex just a little bit because you want to position your car well For the next sequence of corners, the double left-handers, 106.9 for us in the middle sector. Braking hard for left-hander here, one of the slowest parts of the circuit. And now all that remains is the final two corners. Here we go into Sagres, I forget this was called. And finally, get it flat, foot to the floor, and carry that speed. Don't be afraid into gallop, because that'll be what finishes the lap. And let's see what lap time Mohamed Razin is going to set. This will be a benchmarker for everybody to beat. Given he is in a Group 2 car, I do expect people to beat it. It's a 1 minute 40.5. Jaswant Kumar will be next to cross the line in his Group 3 car. Let's see what he's going to do about it. 7 tenths down, no surprise. Kwan Nguyen goes second, and here goes former championship leader Brandon Jackson, who goes only second. Then his Parachki is up next in the Mercedes. Now he goes into second, so Razis had a very impressive time. He's already ahead of two Group 1 cars. And here we have another one of them, Agi Prazan, crossing the line. He goes fastest for now. Rafael Dumal up next. And let's see where the Brazilian can place himself. As he crosses the line, only fifth. Roberto Ionescu is next to cross the line with the US flag helmet still, but he goes on to provisional pole. Dominic DeCelli will be next to cross the line. He goes fourth fastest as Ross Denholm goes 10th. Jakob Tobola goes to third place. Let's see what Kokjia Chug has in store on his lap. Here goes the Mahindra driver crossing the line to go only 12th fastest. First of all right now as Vojta Kulisic now takes P12 from him. And that is just about the first run done.
Yep, first 13 cars have now made their laps, and Ionescu fastest in the Audi. That has been a bit of a trend this season, that the Audis are quite strong. Of course, Group 1, but Audi especially seems to have been good. Then I would say strong laps from Tobola and Razin.
Yeah, absolutely. That was very impressive from Razin, but Tobola as well, quite impressive. As Razin now comes into the pits, and Ionescu is the only driver who's taken more than one pole this season, of course. He got pole in Mexico and in Miami. He won Mexico, but not Miami. And yeah, can he make it 3 poles out of 5? We'll have to wait and see. And I hate that I'm talking about myself. I don't want to gas myself up. I want other people to do that, but nevertheless, Razin's being wheeled back into his garage. Here goes Kubar as well, the Dio. And here goes Kwan.
That's what happens when you have to commentate on series where your driver is in.
Yeah, part of the job, I guess. Nevertheless, Jackson struggling a little bit. He's second off pole at the moment. But of course, this is a long session, and I do expect him to be able to improve. What do you think, Yuri? Because Jackson did take pole, of course, once this season already.
Yeah, I would assume he had a mistake in that lap, like a small one. Because as you know, the qualifying mistake rate is applied, and making mistakes can be quite easy sometimes.
Yeah, but Portimao, I don't really think it's a track for small mistakes. When you make an error here, it's quite big. This track is very punishing, I believe, especially in that middle sector, which is so tricky to get it right. But when you do get it right, it just feels amazing to drive.
Yeah, but the Formula E cars are quite slow compared to this track, so I don't think they will just, when you make a mistake, I don't think they will just fly off the track.
Well, yeah, that is true. Nevertheless, no matter what car you're in, you need good balance for those elevation changes.
Very much true.
As here I have on Carpenter and the Diaz Tuchida getting ready to go out on track. He's not set a lap time yet, of course, so we will be expecting him this run. It looks like someone else has come out in front. It's Leighton Aveyard, who had, of course, a very impressive start of the season with P6 in Brazil. But ever since that, I don't think quite a lot of good things have happened for him, I'm afraid.
Yeah, not much luck after the first round, but I would still say his season overall has been decent. And he's
Yeah, totally.
Andreoli is quite close to him on the track, so
He might get impeded like this. Yeah, Santino Andreoli not being released in a proper space by Audi. He's going to catch Aveyard, then unless he passes him at turn 1, which I doubt, his lap will be completely compromised. Auto drivers have already set laps in the meantime. Kulisec and the Jelly have also gone out. We'll be waiting for a few more. And yeah, Aveyard's about to enter Sector 3, so would you like to take us through a lap of this track, Yuri?
Yeah,
And if you don't want to, that's okay.
I can try.
Okay. You take the mic.
So coming through the last few corners, Leighton Aveyard about to begin his lap. And here into the final flat out corner, and Aveyard begins his lap now. And here we go, the lap has begun. And that speeds are very slow, so we are waiting for a moment, and then we get into turns 1 and 2. Pretty fast corners there. And then into the slower turn 3. Nice and easy. And into 4. And let's see what his first sector is. He has
You can see Andreoli clearly gaining in the meantime.
28.5, almost 4 tenths slower than the top time that Ionescu has set. Of course, with this car, he might not be able to match him anyway. But anyway, we are coming into the roller coaster part of the track, and yep, I don't remember the turn numbers anymore.
This one is called Craig Jones.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember those names, so yeah. Anyway,
okay.
Coming into the second sector, and he's doing 107.700, so he's about a second behind. Lap looks like around P11, P12, but yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, they're thereabouts, I think.
He's coming in the last few corners, and here we go into the last corner. Easy flat for these cars. And yeah,
Andreoli behind doesn't seem to be especially fast right now, but we'll see his lap time as well. As here comes Leighton Aveyard crossing the line. Where is he going to go? P14, just under what he is predicting. Andreoli's lap was woeful, P15.
Horrible lap.
Sana Choi, meanwhile, in the Group 3 car went 5th. That's a very impressive lap. As Kwok Jun Chung goes into 10th, but Jake Dilsley goes on the original pole. First driver to get into 1 minute 39s.
Yep, good lap by Tildesler. And let's see what Marvel Coney can do. And P7 for the BMW.
Indeed, here we have Alex Broster. One of the 3 drivers yet to set a lap time. He crosses the line. This could be a very competitive time.
Ooh,
and it is. He gets under the front row. Carpenter gets it to 31st. Kulisec is finishing his second lap. Where's this going to put him?
P17.
17th.
And the Shelly
goes on to the pole.
In the Group 2 car.
Incredible.
So there's definitely pace to be found on this track.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, bad lap by Mozzo. Paratsky gets a little better into P5.
Mozzo and Andreoli really struggling at the moment.
Luckily for them, there's a few more tries remaining.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yes, we can see these runs are done. And yeah, the biggest surprise I would say, of course, Deselli, and then Mozzo and Andreoli in not so positive mind. Deselli absolutely positive.
Don't forget Broster, he's doing incredibly well.
Yep.
As Aveyard comes into the pits, he's being wheeled back into his garage just about now. Choi in P9, she's had a very, very solid effort. As Kwok Jun Chung is in 12th place. Good job for the Venturi driver right there. He is in front of his teammate Denholm by 4 places, so he'll be happy with that, even if it is just 10th. And yeah, we're just about under halfway down to this session. Carpenter currently last of the run in cars, with his teammate 1.2 seconds in front. I think he really needs to pick up the pace and have to Cheetah.
Yeah, Tech Cheetah has, even though they are a Group 2 car, their season has felt really underwhelming once again. I do hope they can get something better out of this. Guan has been good in qualifying, to be honest, but now it's Carpenter's turn to try and get something better out of the car, because being last and half a second slower than second to last is not good.
Yeah, and especially when you consider that's current second to last, might have had a very very woeful lap, given that it is a top car.
Yep.
Not just any top car, but the championship leader, as a matter of fact.
And there's another car coming to the track, and it's
Rafael
Rafael.
Dummel,
Yeah.
the Brazilian, currently 13th in the Nissan. He's going on track for I believe is his second run.
Yeah, it's his second run.
All right. Well, let's see what's gonna happen here. It's Brandon Jackson also out on track, not too closely behind him, so I don't expect he'll get in traffic.
Yeah, the gap is good enough for those two.
So yeah, this will be an interesting development. Looks like we are going to get our 4th different poles here in 5 races as things stand, but plenty of things can still change, of course. Tilsley, who already took pole at Atlanta, is quite close behind in 2nd, and Ionescu has already taken pole twice in 4th. So who knows really if the trailer can become the 4th different poster of the season.
There are still half of the qualifying left. I will not take any conclusions here. And I personally am expecting big improvements from Mozzo and Andreoli.
Yeah, absolutely. Andreoli wasn't even held up that much. So I just think he had a poor lap, but we'll see if he can get sorted out because there's definitely a lot of room for improvement. He's 2 seconds slower than his teammate. I think he knows what he needs to do to get that car closer to the front.
Yeah, there's lots to be found for him.
Nevertheless, here goes Rafael Dummel, Brazilian driver in his fellow Portuguese-speaking country. Here he goes.
He might get held up. Let's take a look. Ooh,
This could be very close here. Is that a Neo? No, I don't think it's a Neo, but he's come out ahead of that one. But there is another car he's getting quite close to, and I'm not quite sure who that might be.
That's a
Does it look like a Virgin?
Yeah, it's a Virgin. It's Broster.
The man in 3rd place right now. Let's see how much he's impeding Rafael Duma at the first sector split. He's up on his personal best by 10.5, but that could come undone because yeah, he's gonna get loads of traffic in the middle sector.
The gap doesn't seem to close up, so I think Dummel is going to be fine in this.
Yeah, but he's still losing some downforce in the dirty air right now, so that could cost him, especially in these tricky bends. But let's see. For Craig Jones we go, with Rafael Dummel. Near towards the right of Portimao. Slow in. Ooh, a little deep.
Yeah, he
Yeah, completely gone there. He's still up even with that error. But I'm not sure how many places he'll be able to climb.
The middle
I think he might climb just the one and that's it.
The middle sector was really good before that. But yeah. One corner completely messed up that lap.
Indeed. Either way, here goes Rafael Dummel finishing his lap. Can he improve or will he not? Let's see. He's about to finish it, and across the line goes the Brazilian. To go 12th, he's gonna have just one place. Here goes Brandon Jackson. In the meantime, goes on pole by a big margin, 0.4 of a second. Very impressive.
And there's some true I cannot say that word. True showing of the top car specs.
Representative.
Yeah, that word.
Yeah, about
That word
time.
will not come out of my mouth.
Here's Ross Denholm, or as Kok Jie Chung likes to call him, his little brother teammate for some reason. And here is Kok Jie Chung finishing a lap behind. He
P19.
goes up into 19th place.
Koenig was
Koenig
seventh.
did not improve. Prazan did though. He gets himself out P5. As here Mohamed Azin.
And let's see, Rosin and doesn't improve. Ionescu is slightly
Ionescu
up.
is currently up by only 400s. Might be able to climb a place or two like this. Let's see.
The driver that still thinks that he's in America.
Hey, you're the one whose job was to change the helmet. Nevertheless, let's see what the Romanian driver can do as he's about to cross the line. Very sharp into gallop. He hugged the inside curb very tightly. And let's see as he crosses the line, how much can he improve?
He lost.
His last time in the last
And
sector,
there
last
goes
time meanwhile
Andreoli.
Andreoli goes on the front row.
Expected that. Now he has a good banking time in place, so
Yeah.
no need to worry anymore.
Roster doesn't improve meanwhile. It's Yarosana Choi, currently in P11, which is where she's going to stay because she did not improve on that lap. What about Leighton Ave? Yeah, it looks like he's on a big one. Let's see how much he can improve from 21st. He's going to go up to 15th. Good one.
Yeah, decent improvement for him, and everybody has done these runs. And now we will wait for the next batch of cars. I'm expecting there's going to be 2 more runs remaining.
Yeah, probably so. Mocho, of course, currently in danger. He's all the way there in P20. The Atlanta race winner is. Of course, Michael Mocho. In Brazil, he finished second despite a mistake earlier on in the race. He had a brilliant fight back to get that second place. In Atlanta, he was able to win. I believe he was second in Miami before that spectacular engine failure on the final lap. So yeah, Mocho definitely feeling a little bit, what's the word? Not cheated, but distraught after what happened in Miami, so he'll be hoping he can put that all behind him. But right now, he's not in the qualifying position he needs to be.
Yeah, some bad luck came to his way. Desperate scenes of him trying to push his car into the finish line, but just couldn't manage it.
Yeah. By the way, the Entrance Series lineup should be revealed tonight. The Indy 500 lineup was revealed yesterday, so pretty exciting. But as we got just about 8 minutes left in this session, still plenty of things that can change in it, of course.
Yeah, 2 more runs remaining. I think every driver is getting at least 1 more lap. And
Here goes Jaswant Kumar.
In terms of the lap times, there's still... I think there is still a chance that Jackson's lap can be beaten. I don't think it's unbeatable.
Yeah, I think someone out from another top car might be able to beat it. Maybe one of the Audis or Mercedes, I'm not sure, but nevertheless, it ain't over till it's over. And don't forget Marvel Koenig languishing down in P12 at the moment, his teammate. What else can he extract out of that car?
I think as long as he doesn't get held up, he's going to come up the order.
He'll be hoping so. Tilsley and Parachka are also out on track, as is Kogjin Chung and Conan Nguyen and also on Carpenter. They're out on track at the moment. There's 7 minutes to go in this session. Some more cars heading out, of course. One of them being Michael Mocho. He's just gone out. And Kogji Chung has gone out as well. But Mocho, I believe he's in clean air this time. He absolutely needs that as the Chelly's just gone out.
Ooh, Carpenter and Paratsky.
And Paratsky is being impeded. He's going to need to overtake before turn one if he needs to, if he wants to get anything done.
Yeah, it's not good news for Paratsky because Carpenter has been really slow in the first two runs, and now, I mean, for Carpenter's sake, I'd want him to improve because being 9 tenths lower than the next lowest car is slightly. It's not that good. But yeah, let's see what Kumar can do in the near.
Nevertheless, don't forget, Barachki can overtake in towards turn one. If he can do that without losing much time, he might benefit from a healthy dose of slip from as Kumar has begun his lap. There's a car going out on track. It's a Virgin. I'm not sure if he'll be impeded or not. No, he's just in front of Vertical Stage, that is.
Yeah, it's all good for him. He can do his lap in clean air, and let's see if he can improve.
Yeah, indeed. I think he absolutely needs that improvement. He's currently in P17, of course, as expected of a Group 3 car, and
Not
he's
the
currently
best,
down.
not the best first sector.
No, definitely not.
6.5 tenths lower than Jackson's sector and slightly over a tenth lower than his personal best. And let's see what happens when he comes into the second sector pointer very shortly.
Yeah, should be entertaining as he goes down the hill. And can he find anything? This will probably be his last run. Let's not forget. But has he found anything in the tank? In the middle sector? I don't
He's
believe it.
up.
Actually, he's found
Yep.
another tenth and a half, so big improvement there from Jaswan Kumar. This could get him up to 13th, I think.
If he keeps the lap up nicely, he could go into 15th,
Yeah,
I think, 14th or 15th, I think. But
I think 13th is the absolute maximum ceiling he can hope to reach. So let's see what Jaswan Kumar is going to do as the Indian driver is about to cross the line and finish his qualifying session. He's not going to have any more time after this. But he's gone 13th fastest there, just in front of Rafael Dummel.
yep, good lap for him.
Absolutely right. Here
Swan
goes
is
Carmen
not
Goyen, who
improving.
is not improving at the moment. Let's see. No, he doesn't improve. Look, he's way down.
Ooh, that's a mistake or held up, and yeah, same for. Okay, here's
Owen Carpenter, in the meantime, improves to go 16th, but Parachki was impeded as a result. Tilsley up next. Can he transfer pole? No, he cannot.
here's Motso. He's up like he should.
Yeah, this is an improvement, but how much of an improvement? He's on the back row right now, and I think he wants to trade that for the front row, but he's 6 tenths down
Yeah,
on Brandon
it's.
Jackson, so this won't be too good for him.
Let's
Top
see.
9, I think, maybe?
P9.
Yes, not exactly for Mocho. He won't have time for another lap. That's it for him. Kogyo Chung is next across the line. He goes. 14th, good improvement. He gets in front of Kumar. As Dominic DeCelli, can he get onto the front row? No, he can't. Way off the pace of his personal best there. Jakub Tobel up next in the top 10. Very impressive, but let's see if he can do one better.
A reminder that he's in the Mahindra, a Group 3 car, and he's P10.
And he stays there. No improvement.
And Kulasek is on a big improvement here. Over 6
Yeah,
tenths over his personal best.
well, he is down in last. I think if he can find another 10th, he might be there thereabouts with P11 and P12. Let's see.
I mean, his teammate is P5 at the moment, so
Well, yeah, but Kulisevich crosses the line. He
P11.
goes 11th, just as I anticipated. And, yeah,
So
Prazan
it's a good session
doesn't
for
improve.
the Virgins.
Yeah, for now. But I'm not sure actually how many other people are going to have time to go out again. Meanwhile, yeah, we're gonna, these guys are going to have to get out on track in less than a minute.
Yeah, there's a chance that the qualifying is actually over.
In that case, nobody could beat Brandon Jackson. But it's not over just yet. Do we have any movement in the pit lane? Apart from people coming in, I actually don't think so right now.
Nope.
We've got 30 seconds or so until the crucial sign. Of course, the 2 minutes remaining sign there, but I don't see anybody preparing to go out right now. Now this is crunch time. If nobody's going out, then Jackson has ball on lock and key. Yeah, it's done. Nobody's going out.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's it.
over.
Brandon Jackson has taken his second pole of the season.
So the top three is Jackson, Andrioli, and Deselli, who in the Group 2 Nissan in the
Yeah,
Group 3.
indeed. Very impressive from Dominic De Jake Tills qualifies P4. Alex Broster, very impressive P5. Agi Prazan and Robert Jones might be a little bit disappointed with P6 and P7. Same case for the Mercedes of Enis Parachki and Michael Mocho. Jakub Tobala, very, very solid to go up the IP to P10 for his competitor with the Kulisec in 11th.
And yeah, now we will wait for the minute and then go back to that screen.
Yep. And a little bit of a letdown that we didn't get the last runs from some of these guys. It looks like some people only managed to do 2 laps there in total.
Yeah, usually in these qualifyings 2 to 3 laps is what you're going to do. I just put the car in Jackson's car to show that this man is on pole position.
Yep, and he only needed 2 laps for it. And his first lap was pretty atrocious, so he only really needed 1 lap.
As we look at the mechanics making some nice... Oh, he drove over him. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, Denholm is already out on track, but he's too late.
That was controversial. The Formula E
Yeah,
qualifying ends into massive controversy as Brandon Jackson has driven over his own mechanic.
is this as controversial as what Gamba did in the Monaco qualifying session, or nah? Probably not.
I mean,
Nevertheless, that's it for qualifying. So it's official, Brent Jackson, as we got him on the screen, fitting, has taken pole position, and that's 3 points for his tally. After 2 bad races he's got, some bad luck in those, I think he definitely need this.
oh wow, this is taking long. GP4, can you hurry up? Did the game die? Okay, here we go. I have no clue why that was so slow, but yeah.
My gosh, nevertheless, here we have the official results. You can do the first half, Yele.
Yeah, so Brandon Jackson, pole position, Santino Andrioli, P2, Dominic Deselli, impressive P3, Jake Dillerslev 4th, Alex Brewster 5th, also impressive, Agi Prasan 6th, Robert Ionescu 7th, Enis Paratsky 8th, Michael Motso 9th, Jacob Tobola 10th, Wojta Kulosek P11,
Yep,
and
Mohamed Razin is in P12 with Sana Choi. In 13th, Mavor Koenig, a very, very disappointing 14th in the BMW. His teammate was on pole, he's second down. Kokju Chung in 15th with Jasant Kumar 16th. Rafael Dumel P17 in front of Kokjun Chung. And then our own Carpenter 19th, Leighton Naviard in a lowly P20. And behind him it's Nguyen Min Kwan and Ross Denholm running up there on the field in last.
so yeah, that's been it. We are going to leave quickly, and yes, tomorrow it's the race day. So see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, indeed. We'll see you again for the next one. Not with me because I'll be at work, but with Joe, I think. So, yes, take care, guys.